Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us this word. I just want to do a video on being a man and showing yourself as a man and walking upright and becoming a man once you come into this truth. Because that's what this truth does to you, Going back to the laws, going back to your history, it's supposed to turn you back into a man, bring you back into that manhood. That's the one thing that's lacking, or one of the things that's lacking, in the quote-unquote black community, is masculinity. And when you come back into this thing, you have to show yourself a man. You have to become a man in this thing. Walk like a man, handle your business. You have to get a job, get you a car, get you a place to live. You have to make, the right decisions, for yourself. Like if you're living with your parents or whatever, it's a perfect opportunity to, save up some money to where you can get you a car, to where you can put a down payment on an apartment or whatever. So you can take them steps into, walking uprightly, as a man, as a king, The first scripture I want to get is 1 Kings 2 and 2. This is right before David was about to pass on and he was going to leave the throne to his son, Solomon. So let me start at verse 1. Now the days of King of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth, be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the charge of Lord thy power, and walk in his ways, and keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. Yeah, because that's how you prosper. Coming back to your nationality, following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability in this time. That's how you find success. That's how you prosper. That's how you become a man, and the Spirit will guide you. Next scripture is 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Yeah, because when you come into this thing, man, you become a man. This is when you become a man. You grow your beard and you put off the childish things. That immaturity, and you walk uprightly. You handle your business as a man. You get a job and you handle your bills. You don't rely on other people. You get out your mother's house. I know there comes a time when you need some help, but Scripture says not to live a beggar's life. Constantly reaching your hand out, for handouts. That's not how a man operates. A man handles his business in all things. The third scripture is 1 Maccabees chapter 2 verse 64. Wherefore ye, my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it ye shall obtain glory. That's where our glory lies. These scriptures, man, this truth, who you truly are, Yahshua, princes of the power. You can't be, living off of your woman. You handle your business, man. You pay your rent. even if it's just like a small little, studio apartment somewhere. I mean, it's your house, that's your roof. Every man needs his own space. I mean, if you gotta stay with your parents for a while, you gotta stay with somebody for a while. It's understandable. We're all catching hell in this thing, but you gotta put forth the effort, to get yourself out of certain situations. You know. Uh, Last scripture is 1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua. Gird up the loins of your mind. Prepare your mind for this truth. Walk as a man. Deal with whatever hell you're gonna have to catch when you come into this truth. Gird up your mind. Don't cower out. Be sober-minded. And hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you. So we gotta hope for this grace because we're called. All of us were called, but we weren't chosen. Only a few are chosen. So you gotta hope to the end. For that grace. When hopefully you'll be in that chariot with Yahushua at the end. But yeah, it's gonna be just a short little video, about when I was a child. I spoke as a child, understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things, and just being around brothers, you learn certain things. I learned a lot. How to conduct myself, in certain situations. Just being in the presence of other brothers. So you gotta be circumspect, with all things. Observe, and ask questions too. If a brother has certain knowledge in something, ask that brother, for some advice. A lot of times, a lot of jobs, they'll have a direct deposit. This is what I do personally myself. I'll put away like $30-$40, have them take that out of my check every week, put that in my little savings account. So you're not flat broke at the end of the month. You got a little, got a little bit of a little nest egg, a little something for a rainy day. If the car breaks down, you need new tires or whatever. So you're not flat broke or burdening somebody, for something. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with asking somebody for help. But like I said before, man, you don't want to live that beggar's lifestyle. Constantly asking, for handouts. Constantly asking for rides because you don't have a car. Every man should have his own car. That's what my parents taught me. There's nothing wrong with public transportation. But as a man, you got to have that freedom to be able to get in your chariot and go wherever it is you need to go. But yeah, I just want to do that quick little video on that. Standing up as a man, girding up your loins as a man, showing yourself a man in this thing. Because we all need that help in the world. We was all lacking something in the world. But when you come into this thing, man, you gotta put off the childish ways, put off that baby boy ways, and walk as a king. This thing, man, show yourself a king and a priest, and have that confidence about you, that you're Yashala, you're Prince of the Power, But with that, shalom.